our latest look at the all-diabetes team Novo Nordisk, we headed to the Tour of Denmark. The ethos of the riders and team is to inspire, educate and empower people living with diabetes. And there is no better place for them to do this than the home of their sponsors. Novo Nordisk are one of the biggest employers in the country, and the riders were cheered wherever the tour took them across Denmark. But being part of a team where everyone knows the particular challenges of this illness is a real bonding affair.
Yeah, it's really nice because it's kind of a peloton of diabetics inside the team, no? So we can share a little bit of experiences. We can learn from each other. We can show the people like it's really possible to race with diabetes or do whatever you can do with diabetes. But yeah, it feels special. Huh?
It can be a tough balancing act, getting the message about diabetes across whilst also maintaining a cycling team on the rise. And this is a team with great ambitions to get to the higher echelons of the sport. And as Jakob Ries from Novo Nordisk explains, the team on the road is very much a reflection of the company as a whole.
The ethos of the team and the ethos of Novo Nordisk are more than aligned, they're almost identical. We're after the same thing. We just come from two different angles, and that's why I think that's the strength in the partnership. In Novo Nordisk, we're after discovering and developing new medicines so we can help people with diabetes live as close to normal lives as possible. Team Novo Nordisk want to educate, empower and inspire, and that's also needed. It's not done with pharmaceutical products. It's a lot in how you lead your life. It's a lot on how your surroundings are also engaging with you and helping you deal with diabetes. So you could say there's a perfect match in it, but we're after the same thing.
Life on the road is far from easy. After the day's racing, there are warm-down sessions and massages designed to coax the muscles back to life ahead of the next day. Every single person riding on the team has to cope with not only the grueling challenges of pro cycling, but also living with diabetes and knowing how to take care of yourself. Chris Williams is one such rider who puts his body on the line every day, not only for the glory of winning, but to make people aware that diabetes is not the end of a sporting career.
The doctor told me that endurance sport like cycling and diabetes isn't a good combination and I have to quit. So I was ready to hang up the bike. In my mind, I'd already sold my bike. I was away from home at a race. I spent the night in hospital. The next day, I was pretty lucky. My teammates and friends were there. They didn't want me moping around the place, so within 2 days they had me back on a bike. But initially I was ready to give it up. I mean, there's 18 guys on the team. 11 of those guys, when they were diagnosed, including myself, were told that they probably would have to give up the sport. So it's something, a message that we're trying to get across is that you don't have to. You don't have to give up on your dreams.
There's a pioneering spirit in this team. They know they're different, and the path they've all taken to professional cycling has been littered with challenges. One of the most experienced members of the management team started in bike racing in his native Georgia, and he takes great pride in knowing that there's never been a team like this one.
I've been a professional bike racer myself, and I remember how hard you need to work to achieve your goals. And here what we have is we're the first who's doing this, and that's why when you see guys succeeding, when you see getting places and you know no one have done it before, that's like you have this extra boost in your heart. Like you want to do this, you want to be involved, and you want to reach goals, big goals, and you want to move on.
Novo Nordisk have nearly 40,000 employees across the world, but Denmark is their home base, and their factory outside Copenhagen is a model of gleaming efficiency and automated systems. It's from here that their products are produced and sent all across the world. And their work in tackling diabetes is something that the company employees take great pride in.
The fact we got a cycling team is just pull us together around something that we are all interested in, and we can make it simple that people with diabetes can do what they want to do. And in fact, cycling is kind of an extreme sport, so that you can do whatever you want to with diabetes is just a strong message to send.
The riders know that without support and sponsorship, a career in cycling would be impossible. So too, the message they're aiming to spread.
Novo Nordisk is a fantastic company. The amount of things they do for the diabetic community is huge, and Team Novo Nordisk is just part of that. They're on board with us, aiming to empower, inspire and educate people around the world affected by diabetes, and it's a really great partnership to have. This is our adopted home race. Denmark is home of Novo Nordisk, and at this race you'll see more changing diabetes and Team Novo Nordisk paraphernalia than any other race. So it's an important race for us to be here and represent Novo Nordisk.